What it is, YouTube, man. Big T Ward. Make sure you like my shit, comment and subscribe, man. Join the Big T Ward movement. Also keep the notification bell on so you know what I'm dropping. Any new content, man. Let's get it. Let's talk about it, man. Appreciate all the people for subscribing, sharing, liking the video, man. Let's keep it up, man. I'm on that road to 15K, man. Trying to get to 15K. I want to get to 20K. 15 is my halfway mark, so let's get there, man. It's your boy, Big T Ward, man. Let's do it. All right, man. Let's talk about it, man. So y'all saw the title. I read this, and I was like, I don't know if this is real or not. All right. You got Canelo Alvarez, which is the man at 168. Okay. Undisputed at 168. He is taking on, or going to take on, Chris Eubank. Chris Eubank Jr. Let's get it correct. Chris Eubanks Jr. All right. If you don't know Chris Eubanks, man, he's a popular fighter in UK. He has some good runs, good fights. You know, he's never been a mainstream champion, but he has some good runs in the UK and fighting a lot of the UK fighters over there. He did fight a guy, Blackwell, I think, and he put the guy in the hospital after the fight. But if you go back and watch that fight, man, he was like untouchable in that fight. And so he took a loss to like George Groves in the Super 6 competition. And Chris Eubanks lost. And I think after that, man, he took like a little time off and whatever and all that kind of stuff. And he came back, he started back winning, which Roy Jones had started training him and all that. So Canelo is picking him to fight next. And the rumor it is, y'all let me know in the comment section if you heard it, if you seen it, read it, something like that. What he did was he picked Eubanks in preparation for Terence Crawford. Now, my thing is, if Canelo has done that, right? If Canelo has picked Chris Eubanks for a tune-up fight for a Terence Crawford, you have made the biggest mistake that you can make in boxing by having a tune-up fight with Chris Eubanks for a Terence Crawford. It's just, it doesn't make any sense because Chris Eubanks is definitely not a Terence Crawford. Okay? He ain't even close to being compared to Terence Crawford. So again, you know, this is another way for Canelo Alvarez to beef up his record. You know, of course, he's going to beat Eubanks because Chris Eubanks doesn't have the power to back Canelo up or keep Canelo at bay. It's just my opinion. Y'all let me know in the comment section what y'all think. So he can box. Chris Eubanks can box. You know, got good speed, stuff like that. But he doesn't have that sit-down power to make Canelo back up. Like, I don't see it. And Chris Eubank has never had that kind of power. He has never been that power puncher, you know, that one punch, you know, knockout. He's never been that guy, right? Before, he was just being trained by his daddy, which was Chris Eubank Sr. So he was trained by his daddy, and he was kind of emulating the style of his daddy, you know, coming to the ring, all the little mannerisms and everything, you know. But, no, for Canelo to pick him to fight next, like, bro, you skipping all over David Benavidez. That's the fight everybody want to see. You know what I'm saying? So why are you skipping over David Benavidez, you know, to fight Chris Eubanks in preparation to fight Terence Crawford? It's like you taking all these avenues to go around Benavidez. Benavidez right here, you going this way, this way, this way, this way, this way, this way, and skipping all over this dude. He right in front of him. So I don't understand, you know, why are you skipping David Benavidez? This dude earned his spot. Correct me if I'm wrong. I think David Benavidez earned his spot. He earned his shot to fight you. You know, to fight Canelo Alvarez. Why you skipping all over the dude? I can't say ducking, you know what I mean? But why are you skipping the guy? You know, why are you looking past him? You know what I'm saying? He'd have beat everybody they say beat. He'd became the mandatory for you to fight, but you'll skip him. You'll move up and fight other folks than to fight David Benavidez, who's been calling you out publicly after every fight he had, calling Canelo out. Now, Canelo ain't, every time somebody asks Canelo about David Benavidez, he already come up with some, you know, some excuse to why he won't fight the dude, right? So you're skipping him to fight Chris Eubanks Jr., right? Let's take it back. Let's go back. Chris Eubanks Jr., man, had been trained, you know, recently. Well, not recently, but beforehand, you know, by his daddy. His daddy was training him first. And then he went with, you know, Roy Jones. I seen a little bit of Roy Jones style in some of his fights. You know what I'm saying? That he tried to emulate Roy Jones and throw the hooks and trying to do the little hands behind your back deal and the leaping punch and stuff like that. And that style works good for Roy. When Roy was doing it back in the '90s, it worked perfectly for Roy because he had the speed, he had the power, he had everything he needed to make that happen. Chris Eubanks Jr. doesn't have that. He doesn't have that power. He doesn't have that that speed. He doesn't have that one punch power like Roy Jones had. He doesn't. So does he have good speed? Sure. Speed of his punches, he got it. You know what I'm saying? But trying to throw the hooks like Roy and all that, and when I seen him fight, I'm like, I see a little bit of Roy, in him. But can't nobody move like Roy, man. Roy had the reflexes. Roy had everything. He was sharp, and he had everything. So now I would like to see Chris Eubanks fight somebody like Boots. You know what I'm saying? I think that'll be a good test for Boots to fight somebody like Chris Eubanks if he was in that weight class. You know what I'm saying? That would be a good fight. Not Canelo. You know what I'm saying? Not Canelo, bro. Like Canelo, that's another easy win for Canelo, man. Not saying that Eubanks is a pushover. You know what I'm saying? But he just doesn't have the power. He doesn't have the power. He doesn't have he doesn't have that. He doesn't have that sit down power, man, to make Canelo think like Bevo did. Bevo had that power to bang Canelo up. You know what I'm saying? Make Canelo think twice, like, okay, shit, I can't walk him down. And once, Canelo feels that power from Chris Eubanks, you know what I'm saying? Once he feel that power from him, then he gonna realize, be like, oh, I can take this. Canelo gonna walk right through him. Gonna walk right through him. You know what I'm saying? He gonna take the punches, keep it pushing. He gonna take the punches from Chris Eubanks, move forward. So I don't think that's a good fit for him, and then for Canelo as well. It's not a good fit, man, for you to prepare for Terrence Crawford. Like, what made you? Who in your camp, or who told you, like, hey, man, my next fight gonna be for Chris Eubanks, so I can prepare for Terrence Crawford? Like who told you? Like, this is what you should do, right? And I'm sitting there like, yeah, when I'm reading this shit, man, I'm like, oh no, man, that don't seem right. You know what I'm saying? Now, I don't know if somebody in this camp is saying that, that he's preparing for Terrence Crawford. I just read it, and they was putting that statement down, like, hey, he might be doing this to prepare a tune-up fight to prepare for Terrence Crawford. Now, that lets you know people in Crawford camp, or not people in Crawford camp, but people just in general, boxing critics and different things like that, they already writing off Israel but Dreamoff. They already writing them off. Like, Crawford gonna beat him. Now, yeah, I think Crawford gonna beat him too. Now, don't know if it's gonna be an easy fight or whatever. People didn't think, Crawford and Spence was gonna be easy. You know what I'm saying? They didn't think Spence was gonna be as easy as he looked. So I can't say if dude gonna be hard for Crawford or is it gonna be easy fight for Crawford. Don't know. But they already looking past the dude and go ahead on. They trying to set up the Crawford and Canelo fight. Now, Canelo and Chris Eubanks, like I say, man, I'm gonna get at Canelo all day. Like I say, man, Canelo fighting people he's supposed to beat. You know what I'm saying? Even though Chris Eubanks is a top guy, I just see Chris Eubanks like I see him like a Caleb Plant. You know what I'm saying? He's like Caleb Plant to me. Fast hands, but no power. You know what I'm saying? You got fast hands, good footwork, but no power. And that's how Caleb Plant is. Fast hands, no power. You know what I'm saying? So I just don't think I can't see Caleb Plant, all these people being champs again. Now, there might be a way for Chris Eubanks to get into that, into the conversation to fight somebody like Caleb Plant and, and all the other fighters at 160. You know what I'm saying? So he's not going to beat a Canelo. I just don't see that, man. That's so far-fetched, bro. Like, it's not even a question. You know what I'm saying? So I don't really agree with that, man. If the fight happens, cool. It'd be great for Canelo. Another payday, another easy win, another notch on his belt. For Eubanks, it'll be another setback. You know what I'm saying? So it's a bad thing for it's a good opportunity to get paid for Eubanks. Yeah, Chris Eubanks will get paid good money, but it's a setback as far as his career go. Like, bro, you ain't gonna get no chance to, fight for no other titles nowhere. That's it. Canelo beats you, he gonna knock you back down back down the totem pole. So, which I ain't think he was nowhere in sight anyway, because hey, you got a guy in David Benavidez at the top. Like, you skipping over this dude, man. You're looking over this dude. Oh, we got it. Oh, my bad, man. GPS. But you're looking over this guy, and he's the dude that everybody want to see. You know what I'm saying? He's the fighter. Everybody want to see you fight. So why look over him? You know what I'm saying? Why look over David? David Benavidez has done everything, bro. He done put in his work, beat everybody he's supposed to beat. He became your mandatory. He done everything he need to do to get himself in that position to fight you for the belts. And you hogging the belt. You know what I'm saying? So you going out fighting Chris Eubanks, like, yeah, bro, come on. Even you fighting Terrence Crawford, you know what I'm saying? Other than David Benavidez, that's the only legitimate threat to you. It's Terrence Crawford. You know what I'm saying? How this going to look, man? Just take for an example, guys. How's it going to look? Okay? You got Crawford, which is going to make him look like even more of a superstar. When he moves up to 168, or y'all fight at a catch weight somewhere, at 160 or something like that, and he fights you and beats you for the belt. If y'all fight for the belts, because I don't understand why Crawford would be fighting. If it ain't for belts and legacy, and there's no purpose for him to fight. You know what I'm saying? So that's what Crawford chasing. He's chasing the legacy and the belts and, different things like that. So I don't think he'll be moving up just to fight Canelo. You know what I'm saying? I don't believe that. I don't think he'll just be doing that. So, but how this is going to look, if he moves up and you just skipped all over Benavidez and all this, and Crawford move up and beat you and take the belts, how this going to look for David? You know what I'm saying? Well, where did David fit in at that? If that happens, what he supposed to do? Fight Crawford? You know what I'm saying? Or does he, campaign at 175 and stay at 175 and try to get belt? You know what I'm saying? What's gonna be the left for him? You know what I'm saying? Crawford gonna be holding all the cards then. Crawford gonna be the man. You know what I'm saying? So he's gonna be the man that took out the man. You know what I'm saying? So maybe that's what Crawford gearing up for. You know what I'm saying? Because think about it, man. At 154, Crawford beats everybody. You got Canelo at the top of that mountain, at 168, which everybody trying to get to. Because like now, Canelo became the money guy. Floyd was the money guy before. Now Canelo's the money guy. So everybody chasing Canelo to fight. So, that, like I said, that might be Chris Eubanks plan. Hey, let me fight Canelo. That's the money fight. That everybody want to see. Or that's what everybody want. They fight Canelo, get their money in their pocket. Same way, Charlo did. Fought him, got a good payday. You know what I'm saying? Caleb Plant fought him, lost his belt, but he got a good payday. You feel what I'm saying? So it's like, okay, let Benavidez get a chunk of that. You know what I'm saying? But instead, Canelo, you announcing you fighting Chris Eubanks Jr. Come on, bro. Like I bet you every boxing critic, like, they looking like, why would you go this route? You know what I'm saying? It's no threat to Canelo. Like, it's no threat to him. The only threat to you, bro, is David Benavidez and Terrence Crawford. The only two threats, legitimate threats to Canelo, is them two guys. So me personally, I would think, Canelo go get money anyway. Okay, you're already the man. You the champ. You gonna get the bread anyway. The money is guaranteed in your pocket. But somebody else that's coming up chasing, it's like you're looking over this person, you're looking over this guy, looking over that guy, and you'll move up to 75 and you want to fight Beefo again. Why? No, I want to see that, bro. Like, you got beat. You need to stay in your lane. You know what I'm saying? But you're trying to go up there and get that lick back, which you don't need to. You know what I'm saying? We let Beefo have that. You stay at 168 and give everybody else a shot at 168, So I just don't think that's right, man, giving Chris Eubank a shot, when you got a man that's deserving of the shot, which is David Benavidez. Not Terrence Crawford. Terrence Crawford ain't deserving of the shot either. You know what I'm saying? But David Benavidez is. So Man, y'all let me know, man. Y'all, you think that's right? You know what I'm saying? Should Terrence Crawford get the shot over David Benavidez, or should Chris Eubanks get the shot over David Benavidez? You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't think neither one should get the shot over him, but hey, that's where we live in. That's what's happening. And Canelo is moving the way he want to move, man. He controlling the chessboard, right? You know what I'm saying? So he's the person that's in charge. He's moving all the pieces how he want to move them. You know what I'm saying? Until he get ready to get up out the game. Now, I would say, hey, him and Dave Benavidez need to fight now before they say Canelo too old. You know what I'm saying? Before they start saying he's too old, and now he want to give Benavidez a shot, and Benavidez beat him. Oh man, Canelo was old anyway. Canelo, now, you know what I'm saying? Don't do that. That's why, people don't understand that all these promoters and, all these people and Canelo himself, like, bro, now you're going to be labeled as the old guy. So as soon as somebody beats you, you too old, you too this, you too that, you this. As soon as somebody beat Crawford, it's going to be the same way. Crawford was an aging man. He was 36. Just that it's going to be all that shit. You know what I'm saying? Same thing they saying about Lomachenko right now. Tank fight him. Oh, man, they waited till Lomachenko got old. Come on, bro. You know what I'm saying? Once a guy get 30-something, he's old. You know what I'm saying? So, Crawford 36, but Crawford still on top of his game, so ain't nobody saying he's too old yet. You know what I'm saying? So, once he get this belt, is he too old now? But as soon as he lose, man, Forza was the younger guy. You know what I'm saying? Come on, man. Same way they going to do Canelo. Soon as Canelo lose, man, he was aging out. He's too old anyway. You know what I'm saying? So y'all let me know, man. Let me know in the comment section, man. What you think, man? Do y'all like the Chris Eubanks Jr. and the Canelo fight? Or do y'all think, David Benavidez should get that shot, man? It's your boy Big T Ward, man. As always, in the meantime, between time, make sure you like my shit, comment and subscribe, man. Join the Big T Ward, man. I'm out.
Beats by Too Real.